Yo, what's good, man? This is your boy at DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking on today's video. The date for today is August the 11th. Man, we got a 15-gamer, man. Huge slate. A ton of teams to look at. I want to help you get to the green line today. So I'm going to send out a few of my picks and let you know what I'm thinking for tonight. We're going to hop right into it. I'm going to keep this one short. Starting off top pitching on the night, I think the cash pitcher and the safest pitcher on the night should be Rich Hill. But he comes at a high price tag tonight. He's going up against the Padres in a pitcher's park. Yeah, man, Padres strike out a ton. Their implied run total is 2.9. I think tonight is the night Rich Hill just goes off, man. He should have a really solid night. But if you don't want to pay up for Rich Hill, man, I got two other options at pitcher that I'm looking at and that I'm liking, man. The next one is gonna be Jimmy Nelson, man, my boy. I've been picking Jimmy Nelson a lot this year, man. The boy is he's having a career type season, man. So you can put that in there. He's been phenomenal all year. The Reds' implied run total is at 3.8. What we see with the Reds, man, we see them when they're playing at home and they're going up against an average pitcher. The Reds are very, very dangerous. But when they play against talented pitchers, guys who tend to have a little more control and don't get themselves in trouble, they struggle, man. Now, you do have to avoid some of the power in this lineup, Jimmy Nelson will, but I think overall, man, he has a really, really solid night. I like Jimmy Nelson in this one, especially on FanDuel. If I'm picking one pitcher, I think he's super safe for the W. I think he's cheap enough, to give me a discount. I know the Milwaukee Brewers will give him some run support because they're going up against Homer Bailey. And yeah, man, I just like the situation. Strike out upside is going to be there. So yeah, man, I'm intrigued with Nelson tonight. And the last pitcher I wanted to talk about is going to be Danny Duffy. He's going up against the White Sox. The White Sox lineup is depleted, man. Danny Duffy, he's kind of came back, man. He's came back into the groove of things. He's been having a few good games. I think tonight he's in a good spot, man. We know they traded away Cabrera. Their lineup is looking a little weak, man, a little suspect. So I'm going to be keying in on Danny Duffy. I think he's in an excellent spot. And I believe that's it. Those are the pitchers I wanted to talk about. Those are the three guys that I will be using tonight. And then that's not even all the pitchers on the slate. We have a few other options you could look at. I didn't mention my boy Stroman. Y'all know I love him. But I kind of keyed in and I drew to those three pitchers. So that's what I'm going to be rocking with tonight. But listen, there are 15 games, man. So there are a lot of other options out there, man. If you don't like those three, find you somebody, man. You still got Carlos Carrasco on the slate going up against the Rays. A guy who I was thinking about trying is going to be Michael Fitz, man, or Fultz for the Atlanta Braves. If you just look at what he's been doing recently, he's been balling. But, the Cardinals' implied run total is kind of scaring me off that one. If that continues to go down, I may take a look at him. But as of right now, I got my three pitchers, man. I'm ready to rock and roll. So let's move on to stacks, man. I want to talk a few bats. Starting off, Milwaukee Brewers, man. I'm going to go back to them. They're going up against Homer Bailey. I already like Jimmy Nelson as my pitcher. So I may do a Jimmy Nelson with a Milwaukee stack, to guarantee me some points. If the game plays out the way I'm thinking it in my head, it'll be a very nice night for me. And we know Homer Bailey gives it up, man. Plain and simple, cut and dry. He gives it up. I think Yeah, so I think they're in a good spot. Now, the chalkiest stack for tonight, I do believe, will be the Nationals, and for good reason. The Nationals implied run total right now is at 5.7. We do have a chance of rain in this one. It's a 43% chance of rain. But they're going up against a bum, man, a bum. And the Nationals are the Nationals, so, they can explode any night. And whenever you see an implied run total that high, man, everybody flocks to it. So I'm going to kind of stay away from them tonight. But I wanted to mention them because if they go off tonight, I will not be surprised. But they're definitely a good stacking option. A team that I'm looking at, a stack is the Detroit Tigers, man. I know they've been cold against right-handed pitching. Everybody wanted to kind of pick on them with Chad Cole and all these other pitchers who you would normally not think about taking against Detroit, but I think they bounced back, man. They had Justin Verlander on the mound, gave him a bit of confidence, and I think they're gonna start swinging the bat really well again. Tonight they have a cupcake matchup, man. I'm talking easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You know what I'm saying? With Cal Gibson on the mound, I think they definitely get to him. Detroit's implied run total is at 5.6, man. So that's right below Washington. I think they're in a good spot. But you know what they say, man? Out of sight, out of mind. People have kind of been picking on Detroit. So hopefully, hopefully a bunch of people stay away, man, and I can give me a low on Detroit stack because I believe they're in a really good spot tonight. A game stack for you is going to be my top game stack is the Cubs and the Diamondbacks, man. I love this game. I love both sides of it. Actually, two decent pitchers on the mound, man, but we got temperatures at 101 degrees. We got a slight wind blowing out. John Lackey, he has been known to give it up. So is Taijuan Walker. But at times they look very, very serviceable. But I think tonight is not going to be one of those nights, man. We have two teams, two lineups that are very solid throughout. They're going to give it up, man. I believe both of them will give it up. So I'm looking at this one as a game stacking option. Y'all know I love the Diamondbacks ballpark as far as hitting. It's a really good environment. So that's going to be my one and only game stack. And then I got two more stacks for you, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Baltimore Orioles, man. They're going up against Paul Blackburn. If you look at what the Orioles been doing, they've been shaking it. When they get locked in, man, they're dangerous, dude. They're like the Nationals at the beginning of the season once this team gets locked in. Because 1 through 6 can all have like tremendous home run power. I'm guaranteeing 2 home runs from somebody, man. Like, it's gonna be out of the first 6 batters, like 2 home runs is definitely a thing. Is definitely gonna happen. I feel like along with some positive points, man, as far as fantasy. Paul Blackburn is not a good pitcher. And yeah, the Orioles have been rolling. Right now, their run total is at 4.8. So I know everybody's not gonna be on them. And I think they're in a really, really good spot. So I like them. And then the last stack of the day, man. I'm looking at the Los Angeles Angels, man, going up against Marco Gonzalez. This guy, he's a bum. Reliever turned starter. His hard hit rate is at like 37. I think he's gonna be in a situation where he gets rocked, man. And what I've been trying to do, I've been trying to look for stacks that are just a slight bit underrated, man. People always want to go with the team that's favored to win the game. As a stack, man, I've been doing a little reversing that method. And I think the Angels are in a really solid spot. I do believe they'll get the win in this one, too. Evan Nolasco is not like old Nolasco if he don't give it up. But, yeah, I think Angels are in an excellent spot to score some runs tonight. I'm in love with some Mike Trout. I do believe I'll have him in a lot of my lineups. We got Cameron Maben back. You know, the stolen base upside will be there. And they have a bunch of cheap bets you can plug in. So if you wanted to do an Angel stack with, say, a Washington stack, get you a few of the cheap bets from the Angels with maybe some Harper or whatever your top bets are for the night. I think that is a excellent way to go. And you never see people stacking up the Angels, man. So that's why I threw them in. And I think that's gonna do it, y'all. I think I covered the people I wanted the teams I wanted to talk about, the pitchers. So I'm gonna give you a quick recap. Like your safe, chalky cash pitcher with tremendous upside tonight, though, is Rich Hill going up against the Padres. My top arm on the night is going to be Mr. Jimmy Nelson. I do believe he's in an excellent spot. I will have him on my FanDuel. And then on my DraftKings, I may do a Nelson and Duffy or a Rich Hill and Duffy, or just mix and match it up. But I do think Jimmy Nelson is my top arm tonight. Danny Duffy's in a good spot. And if you wanted to get crazy and take a chance, you got Mike Foltz out of Atlanta going up against the Cardinals. I do think he can be a bit intriguing. And let's move on to the game stack. Game stack, of course, is going to be the Cubs and Diamondbacks. And then my top stacks, Detroit, Milwaukee Brewers. We have the Angels, and then Baltimore, man. That is going to do it. I want y'all to bless up. I want y'all to cash out tonight. I want y'all to get to the green line, man. If y'all need anything, hit me up on Twitter at DFSMasterMind _. Y'all bless up. Let's get it.